Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Man, I've been enjoying this game, having a lot of fun with it, and I gotta say, screw Enter the Gungeon, Spire lives forever. We played as the Snecko, which means that, unfortunately, we're now no longer downfalling the Spire, we're ascending the Spire, but as the Hermit. One to the next unlock. I really wish you could get these all at once so I could, have more things for this run. Another try? Choose. So let's do it. Who's our boss? Guardian, but without any gems on the Guardian. How did they come up with, gems as a mechanic for the Guardian? Because the Guardian doesn't have gems, he just is a diamond. Choose a rare colorless card, obtain 100 gold, random rare or random boss relic. I like the memento early. I think I will go for a choose rare colorless. Could be Apotheosis, could be Hand of Greed. It's neither. Master of Strategy is really good. I know Panache has a certain temptation because it's free, it's a power, and then we can combo into playing a lot of cards, but will we be doing that as the Hermit? Is the Hermit really a combo player? I don't know, I haven't really discovered that yet. Metamorphosis with random attacks could be interesting, but there is that one attack, Cursed Weapon, which costs you health. It wouldn't really synergize very well with this. So I guess we'll take Master of Strategy, even though really your top 3 picks for colorless rare are Apotheosis, Hand of Greed, and I think Master of Strategy. I don't even think Panache is in the top 3. For certain characters, yes, but sure. We'll add 1 Master of Strategy to the deck, and then we will go probably Elite Hunting. Now I'm looking at the path. There's 0 upgrades on a 3 Elite path on this side. However, what we could do is we could fight the Burning Elite on the 1st floor, see how that goes, or we could go on the right path and there's multiple upgrade targets and question marks, which I actually think is just a little bit better. So we'll go right path on this one. As tempting as it is. This is currently dead-on. So I think we just use it then. Don't play Memento, and don't play Covet. We like having the curse in our deck because on a turn like this we can draw, make everyone vulnerable, and then smack, smack, smack. Hermit, maybe not as powerful as the Watcher is at burst damage early, but having the ability to make everyone vulnerable, you can pop it on a turn where you're not being attacked and then actually get a lot of damage done. Exhaust a card. If it's a cursed, do 20 damage to all enemies instead. Because we start with a curse, we know that this is going to be damage to all enemies once, and then after that, we would need a spray and pray to really make it pop. This is interesting. Showdown, retain, deal damage and play all strikes in your hand, exhaust. So you can use this for a one-off, play a bunch of strikes. Kind of like the idea of Malice though, just as it's a good attack. Sure, it exhausts a card, it's a little expensive too, but we have a curse and maybe we can actually make this work. Spray and pray is interesting in a strength build deck, but I took this once, it was decent, the doubts were kind of annoying, but let's not worry about it. So, do we want to Memento or hold it for Malice? Or maybe draw it when we get Master of Strategy and then we can still discard it with Malice. I think I want to play Memento and then we can draw it later and then exhaust it because the curse is still in our deck. It doesn't get destroyed at all. So, discard 1 card, draw some cards. It didn't draw 2. Why did it not draw 2? Does it have to be upgraded to draw 2? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, still didn't get what I was looking for. So let's discard I have you, so why am I even worried about this? I'm like, hold on, I gotta move snapshot so it's in the middle of my hand. No, just hit him. Ghostly Presence seems pretty good. I tend to have a desire to add attacks, and I tend to neglect blocks, but applying weakness to enemies is pretty good. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Disposable account, welcome, how you doing? It says hi, bye. Have a good day. Have a good night. Suppose we should draw. We don't want to covet the curse. We would rather malice the curse, if anything. Get rid of a strike. We did draw malice. Here's the thing, though. I don't really want to play it right now, do I? I think I just want to defend, defend, defend. Rather hit you on a turn where you're not doing anything. This could be interesting, because I can... You would do 10 damage. I can memento, strike, snapshot. No, I can memento. I would have 5 cards in hand. The strike would be it. So I'd have, yeah. I don't think I can actually do what I want to do, which is apply weakness and hit the snapshot. But here's the thing. I could just block. I don't have to worry about it. I'm worried too much about it. Don't have to worry about it. Now, doing 16. This does 16 damage regardless of whether or not we have memento. I have to remember that too. Malice only hits all enemies when you discard the curse. I mean, so in theory, you're dead right now, and in theory, that would hit all enemies. Fully loaded. Draw all of your strikes and defends. Retain. That seems very interesting. Retain. Glare. Actually not a bad card, especially if you have a lot of draw. Quick draw. Draw cards draw less next turn. I suppose if you quick draw and a quick draw, you never have to worry about it, but I like fully loaded, I like glare. I've never seen fully loaded. Draw all of your strikes and defends. You know, I kind of like it, because if you don't want it, it's still... Like, if you don't want strikes and defends, it discards them, so you don't draw them in the future, right? In theory, it doesn't seem like a bad take. I do feel like 2 weakness makes Ghostly Presence a lot better. Anytime you can extend a status effect for a turn, you're gonna be happy. 5. So Memento, Defend, Snapshot, 14. I can strike, maybe take 1. But if we wait for Malice, we could do 16 damage to both, which is probably a little bit smarter. So what we should do is Defend, Strike, Snapshot. Much better. Had to think about it for a minute. Draw all of your strikes and defends. So draw 2 strikes. Great sound. We will discard a strike. Draw. Ghostly Presence. Now, we're taking damage, but I gotta admit, malicing the memento seems pretty good right about now, doesn't it? Even though we're weak. We're not gonna be weak next turn, but there's no guarantee we're gonna draw it next turn. I could also just put up more blocks, but we gotta kill these guys at some point. So, I'm gonna malice the memento, which did 12 damage to both. We're gonna take 7. I gotta kill this jerk before he gets away with my gold. And we're not on downfall now, so he actually does steal my gold. He's not a jerk who's just trying to rob me. Sorry, he's not a jerk just trying to hit me constantly, I suppose. ELQ, welcome. Connie says, I'm waiting for Abe to forget this dude runs away this time. The real surprise is that I remembered that in Downfall, he doesn't run away. That's the real surprise. You know, another benefit of Malice, you know, exhausting things you don't like. Discard a card, gain block. If it was a non-attack, gain more block. Gain block, dead on, upgrade. Very interesting. Gain block, gain more block for each debuff. So you can low profile after you play the vulnerability enabler Curse, which gives you additional block. But I kind of like body armor. I don't like discarding too many cards. You know what? I think I'm gonna take Vantage. I think early, being able to upgrade your cards is gonna make a big difference. You know, I actually think what I would like to do is Memento, fully loaded. And then we've got good cards up here. Let's just play them. Ghostly Presence, Vantage, and we exhaust a card, but it's Malice, so it does do good damage. And then I will draw. Then I will discard and draw. We got Malice again. So I will play it and discard another defend. I think this is kind of working, actually. We did do 60 damage on turn 1 there, which is pretty good. Could use a better turn here. Although, if I make you vulnerable, I can kill you with 3 attacks. So let's just draw. Let's start here. Let's draw 1 attack. That also does it, because I can just make you vulnerable, hit you, discard the strike, and even if you weren't dead, by the way, gain 1 block. Easy. We got our potion back, too. Heroic Bravado. Gain 1 rugged. That's such a good card. Deal damage, add a strike to your hand. And then spray and pray. Bravado. Rugged is unbelievably great. I want that in my deck. Draw all of your strikes and defends. You know... Come on. Doesn't quite kill you. It's so close to killing you in 1. I have to do it, though. At least, you know, the other guy's weak. Anyways, you're still dead. Connie says, I wonder why they came up with the rugged and not just use intangible. Because they're different. Intangible means you take 1 damage from every attack for the turn. Buffer completely blocks 1 attack. Rugged completely blocks 1 attack, but you still take 2 damage. It's a worse version of Buffer. So really the question is, why Rugged and not Buffer? Because they do kind of do the same thing. 1 just reduces the damage to 0, 1 reduces it to 2. So why does Rugged reduce the damage you take to 2? I don't know, honestly. There's a few cards in the Hermit's deck which do hurt you. They take your health. So maybe there's a bit of a take your health synergy to be found in here somewhere. I don't know. Gain plated armor, dead on, gain gold. Dude, it's pretty good. I also like take cover, but we'll take a scavenge, I think. It's a shop. I don't have to fight you, which is good. And I gotta be honest, an Apotheosis sounds freaking fantastic. We can probably get rid of Vantage at that point, but like, Apotheosis is just so good. Let's take a look though. Roughhouse. Deal damage, dead on, gain block. I'm gonna tell you I don't like this. If you don't draw it dead on, you have to play energy to make it dead on, which means you probably don't have 3 energy. So you're just playing it for the damage, not for the block. Dissolve. Gain block. Block is not removed at the start of your next 2 turns. So Dissolve is like a big blur, which is kind of cool. Temporary, but still good. And then Ricochet. Repeat for each dead on this turn. They're new to welcome, by the way. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Hi. Well, hi and bye. Medical kit, bandage up, Apotheosis. I think you gotta go Apotheosis, although I'm very tempted about Dissolve because it is basically a blur. It's gain 18 block, gain 2 blur. I don't know why it doesn't say that. But asterisk. When you're playing as The automaton blockchain says gain 1 blur, I think. I think at that point you're just kind of expected to know what blur is. Blur, block is not removed at the start of your next 2 turns. The hermit is maybe a different mod that's built into downfall mod, I don't know. Because if this was an automaton card, it would say gain 2 blur. That's not what it says. It says block is not removed at the start of your next 2 turns, which means you gain 2 blur. It is still an interesting card though, but I think we still just want Apotheosis. Upgrading your entire deck is pretty dang good. It's very interesting, but I am gonna go with the Apotheosis, but I was really thinking about the blur. Meat on the bone, freaking beautiful. I hate you guys, but hey, this is what Malice is actually for. So we can upgrade. It's not a good turn. We're basically trying to draw into Malice. Here's the thing, if I play this, it will upgrade cards in my hand, otherwise I can covet and try to draw something else. We did get a snapshot. And you know, honestly, I think we play fully loaded. I was kind of hoping snapshot would still be in the middle of my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'd have to play 2 defends and then a snapshot in order to gain the block from this. But this is still 14 damage. So I can kill one of you and then snapshot. You know what? I think that should have been a memento turn. I think memento would have been way better. I'm getting too into the idea of drawing Malice with it, but if we mementoed, we could have killed the gremlin in 1 hit and then had extra for dealing with these guys. Deal damage to all enemies instead. Yes, please. So, gain some plated armor. We're still gonna get hit, but like, I'm still gonna do it. We gotta kill this gremlin wizard though. Segus Jr., welcome. How you doing? Wait a minute. I can dead on the snapshot. It didn't matter, he was dead anyways, but good to do, right? Maintenance is a great card. A little bit of scaling. We do not need to rest, we have meat on the bone. Gives us a lot of opportunities to upgrade, so let's get the upgrades started, and we're definitely gonna fight an elite. This is where I think having blur would be really nice. If you had blur, we could... Can't play this with dead on, but I'll still probably play it. If we had blur, we could blur into Lagavulin, and then we have blur for the turns where he's, you know, waking up. But I think what we're gonna do is Ghostly Presence, Bravado, Covet, drop the Malice, and then we can scavenge. So we got a bunch of setup done. We got Rugged, we got Plated Armor, we got Apotheosis. I think we do want to draw into Maintenance on this turn. So what we're going to do is fully loaded to draw the garbage. Master of Strategy will be able to draw into a Maintenance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will play a Defend, then this, then we can Maintenance. If we have the turns, let's build up a great turn 1 on Lagavulin. Although getting another Rugged would actually be kind of sick. Why wouldn't you, you know? Then we can just pop on the next turn and it doesn't matter if we make him vulnerable. If I make him vulnerable right now, I can hit him 3 times, but I can hit him 3 times next turn. So let's get that 2 stacks of Rugged out there. He woke up, who cares? Taking 27 damage. I mean, in theory, I could block it all, but I don't really see the point. I think we just want to do as much damage as possible. I mean, we might even be able to kill him before the Rugged hits. Okay, that might be a little bit, We don't need maintenance anymore. That might be a little bit, excessive thinking there. I don't think we should attack. I think we should block. We should also hit the strike. I thought I had already done that. That was a silly thing on my part to think. But whatever, we have the rugged still. It's not like we really cost ourselves too much there and he's still dead. So we took 2 damage. It's beautiful. Deal damage to all enemies, deals more damage for all curses. Deals damage equal to your hand size. Dead on, draw attacks. This is like, I get why it's free, let's say. Because it just is like up to 9 damage, up to 10 damage maybe. For free, that's not bad. How many turns does Lagavulin stay asleep? 3. On the 3rd turn, if you don't attack, he wakes up anyways. But we played a rugged, and which I thought was a good card to get out there. I think I'm gonna skip this. You have to dead on this to make it actually a free attack. I'm gonna skip it. Let's smith up. Wait a minute, if we get the key, don't we get strength? I'm gonna grab the key. I'm dumb, this is not downfall. Or rather, we're climbing, we're not descending. That's not how that works. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, upgrade some cards. Draw some cards. Jesus. I think I would like to maintenance. I'm just gonna block. I'm over blocking on this turn, but I think that's okay. And you know what? I kind of like that card just to discard your draw pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scavenge will not be in the center, but I want it to be upgraded. So I think you Apotheosis. Ghost Scavenge. We gain 10 gold, and we get the plated armor. That's plenty of block, and then let's go ahead and just discard like Heroic Bravado. We don't need it because he's not attacking after this turn. And then we can just Memento, we strike him, our strikes do a lot of damage. Apotheosis forgives a lot. Apotheosis is a great card. Draw curses. So it's a strength scaling card. Showdown, I'm kind of understanding the combo of Showdown and Fully Loaded. Draw all of your strikes and defends and then play them. So I kind of like that synergy. And then what you do is you make this retain, and then all of a sudden both things retain, and when you draw all your strikes and defends, you just pop. What a great turn for Apotheosis. I think we'll draw, because we do want to get through the deck so we can get to these 2 cards, although we only have 1 strike in the draw pile now. I think we do want to maintenance to make the strikes better. And then I'm going to Memento, strike, and I'm gonna roll you on turn 1 with a single attack. I guess that's kind of what the Hermit's all about, right? Give me plated armor, give me some block, give me some block, put up 28 block for no freaking reason. Now, I do not really have the ability to block all of this damage, and we're not gonna get a snapshot. I could draw, as is though we're only taking 1. Well, actually, we're taking 1 damage, which does cause us to lose Rugged. So it might actually be beneficial to use our potion to draw. And then we can at least Ghostly Presence, even though we're not gonna get the dead-on effect from it. Could also draw discard. I think we'll just play this. Don't discard, there's no reason to. Keep Fully Loaded, keep Showdown. I have 1 strike in the draw pile. So in theory, oh, this is the synergy. You maintenance, You fully load, and you go to freaking town. Now, the last one didn't do any damage, but that was pretty good. And now both cards are exhausted, Showdown and fully loaded, but, you know, if you draw that on the right turn, you can actually get a lot of damage, and the maintenance just makes the strikes better, so you can kind of save those cards if you want for like a killing blow on a boss fight. I just used them here, but I think it worked. Vantage gives us the block. I think we might want to consider Memento as a exhaust, but it retains, and we need to make sure we flip him, so let's not do that. Let's just Vantage. We can Malice. I think I will dump a strike now, because we played the card that made the strikes really pop, and maintenance is getting a little bit too expensive. In theory, we could play it, but, you know, we gotta play defense on this turn. Might have been a good turn for Memento, but I really want to hold it for when we can flip him here. So, 17, 17, 17. We want to probably Memento. These should do 25 each. Yep. You might as well hit him one more time. Ornamental Fan, I have not been remembering that at all. I assumed that worked with Showdown. I was not paying attention, but I assume it works. Discard a strike, see what we draw. Making you weak seems kind of nice. What do we want in this deck? Cheat. We want to be able to cheat in the maintenance, probably. $17, we have plenty. We only need to do 37, we have the Memento. Guardian seems completely destroyed by, well, our guy here, doesn't it? Gain 8 block, 5. I think we just want to snapshot, defend, strike. Probably could have killed him with Memento, but, you know, we're taking no damage. Let's wait for this turn. Roundhouse Kick. Gambit, Magnum. Discard 6 cards. For each card, deal damage. So upgraded, it is up to 42 damage, but you can control it. You can control which enemy it targets, I think. That seems interesting. You know, if we have a lot of draw, like fully loaded drawing defends, we can use that to play the defends. Showdown will play the strikes. We have Master of Strategy, which maybe we can use to get good draw. It is draw too. Gambit. Put random attacks from the discard pile to your hand, they cost less. I also like this, because if our strikes do a lot of damage, Gambit can help us get KOs. Roundhouse Kick. Stunning enemies that don't attack is good if the enemy never attacks. A lot of enemies attack every turn, though, so this is not going to be useful against them. But, you know, if the birds are not attacking, it'll stun them for a turn. Will it stun bosses? I don't know. But I kind of like Gambit just for the faster lethal. Strike deck seems cool, says Gourd Power. I'm kind of leaning towards that deck. The problem is fully loaded and Showdown both exhaust, so you can only get the strike kill combo once. Ideally, cheat maintenance would be fantastic. Connie says it would be better if this was up to 6 cards. Yep, being able to control would be nice. As is, you have to play this as your last card. I think I'm gonna go for Gambit, though. I like it. Gain energy, double potions. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of your most expensive card by 1. You know what I like about that? It will make Heroic Bravado and Maintenance better, and Malice will cost 1. So I think I like it enough to take it. Here's my thinking about the idol here. We don't have a combo deck. We're not trying to play expensive cards twice with Necronomicon. We only have 1 attack that costs 2. It would be good, and it would cause us to exhaust 2 cards. we care about playing Maintenance, Heroic Bravado, and Malice when they show up, so I think the Relic will work fine. If the fight lasts long enough where Heroic Bravado costs like 5 energy or Maintenance, then we're running into the idols not doing anything for that turn. But up to that point, I think it'll be very nice to have. I also think this might be one of those weird runs where we actually want to fight the Burning Elite. If it's hard, we got meat on the bone. And it's probably going to be hard, but we also have an Apotheosis. I think to start with, though, I do like the... I kind of like... If we bail, though, we have to... Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that, actually. We got 1 Malice, and then we just have a bunch of strikes. You know... screw it, let's do it. You only live once. But random attacks from your discard pile into your hand, they cost 1 less this turn. So Malice is cheap, and it will do damage to all enemies. I think we want to draw. I think we want a Malice. I could also Memento and then try to kill 1 enemy, which is nice because we can actually play Malice twice, but we can already play Malice twice and it'll do 24 damage to all enemies. And then we're not gonna be, you know, Memento. And we got a Showdown. But I guess we can play the strike, have it come back, and then play it again. Regardless, Malice might even cost 1, but let's play Malice. It says 1 for the turn, not 1 until played. We're gonna dump Memento. I think I will... Hold on. If we Gambit it back, it should cost 1 because it says 1 for the turn, not until played. Or until played for the turn, I suppose. But maybe we just want to defend just in case here. And then you know what? Maybe we just want to defend just in case here and take 1. That's the less cool play, but taking 1 doesn't really matter. This is free. So we already have enough block. If we have enough block, I think we Showdown because we get the free strike out of it. And then you're dead, but I would like to get gold. So the question is, can I get gold? I mean, if I play this, it draws nothing. Hold up, I have 3 energy in hand. Play this, play this, play this, gain the gold, play this. We did it. We got 10 gold. Put the first dead on card triggered back in your hand. Do you think that works with an exhaust dead on? I would love to get this multiple times per combat. I mean, 10 plated armor. The problem is, it's not a problem, but the thing to consider is, if you dead on a card, it gets added to the end of your hand. In order to dead on it again, you have to draw or discard or something. Dead on reduce the cost of cards in your hand. Interesting. I mean, combo is very tempting. Kind of like dive. Dead on plated armor. Plated armor stacking could be kind of fun. We're not really a dead on deck. Dead on cards just happen to, tend to be good. But I think this is a skip. I don't think combo really helps too much. Become cursed. There is a shop. We can skip the first elite and then purge our curse and then buy some stuff. I think we'll do it. Also, we can get rid of curses. When energy powers are just good usually. Yeah, but I don't know how to... We don't have enough draw discard in the deck to make it work, I don't think. River Crab says, I really like your stream so far. Why? Thank you, River Crab. I remember you from Skyrim. Lay all strikes in your hand. Ugh. I don't think we want to dump Memento, but I think I like the idea of dumping Vantage. Well, we probably want to dump Showdown, since I have no strikes in my hand. Then... okay. Strike. Vantage. Maintenance. Ghostly. Maybe we do want to have our dead on cards come back. But then again, it took all of my energy just to play the first dead on card. And at that point, if I wanted to play another dead on card, I would have no energy in order to do it. So it doesn't seem like it makes too much sense, does it? I'll take 2 damage. It doesn't even trigger buffer, which is nice. Been a long time since I've seen some Skyrim streams. Used to love watching Requiem stuff. I just remember those damn river crabs from Skyrim. Okay, Malice will do 10 damage. Go ahead and scavenge. Is this a good fully loaded turn? You know, I can't draw Gambit, so maybe we wait. Because we can Master of Strategy strike Gambit next turn, which is very interesting. So I think we just want to scavenge. I think I do want to do damage, even if it gets rid of Memento. We do have 2 defends in the draw pile. I'm realizing now we have no defends. You know, if we draw them, we'll Gambit Master of Strategy off of Distilled Chaos. Because right now we have 15 block, we're taking more than that worth of damage. You know, give me, let's do it. This just seems weird enough to just maybe work. I will play 1 defend, and then I will play Distilled Chaos. I hate the fact that it drew Master of Strategy first, because it meant that we shuffled. So instead, let's discard a strike, draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah! I can't even play Oozed Infused Drink. I have no hand space. So that failed. I thought you meant you remembered me from a stream. Neat mod, I haven't seen this one yet, says Surge Tech. So how the mod works is there's another game mode. It's called the Downfall mode, where instead of ascending the spire, you start on the top, the boss is on the bottom, and you descend the spire. That mode has you play as the bosses of the game, like the Slime Boss and Hexaghost and others. This is a new normal character for the Downfall mod. So we're playing the Hermit, who synergizes on strikes, defends, curses, and we're ascending the spire like normal. It's a lot of fun. Here's the thing. I'm playing that to make all the birds weak. We'll take no damage. We lose the retain, but I don't want to take any more damage on the fight. We had rugged, which stopped the hit for 14, I'm realizing. So, as an example, Covet. Discard 1 card, draw 2 card. Curses are exhausted. So we can discard Regret, it's exhausted, draw other cards. So this will kill you. And then we will play the defend. Goodbye, Heroic Bravado. At least we're down to 2 birds. Upgrade. We don't want to upgrade, we want to knock a bird down. Downfall's pretty sick. I have been loving the mod so far, honestly. It's a lot of fun. You know what? Also introduces new relics like the Idol of Retromation, who's apparently some popular YouTuber guy. I don't know, I've never heard of him before. Reduces the cost of your most expensive card by 1. That's why I'm able to play all these sweet cards on the cheap. Anyways, we didn't take that much damage. I think we took 2. So you know what? It's upgraded. Let's go for the combo. Coalescence retaining can make you hit the combo easier. But let's go for the combo. Why not? I really wanted this to be not you. I can gain enough block and make you guys weak, so I'm gonna do that. Januni says I'm back. That was much faster than 30 minutes, I think. Gambit would bring back a strike. Do we want to fully loaded? I think we do, because we have Showdown. So it's Memento. Strike, fully loaded, draw all of your strikes and defends, Showdown, play all your strikes and defends, Gambit, put random attacks from your discard pile into your hand, strike him, got him. It's just that easy. We take 4 damage, who cares? Nuna says it was only a very short workout. I don't do long workouts at midnight. Oh, look at this guy doing a workout and being good with his body and health. You sicken me. I think we should. Vantage, Bravado, that's just for possible, future hits we might take against this guy, because he does make us frail. And then we'll smack him. And then we'll smack him. And then we'll smack him. Okay, maybe we didn't need to worry about it, because this guy is actually absolutely dead. Maintenance got a little bit cheaper, so we'll play it. Makes the strikes better. He's hitting for 24 off of the strike. Gain block, gain weak. I don't know why I would like this. I do not like this. I know I like it. If you are immune to weak, it's great, and it's great block for 1. Kind of like Glare. Weak and vulnerable on retain. Your curse is already on retain, but I think Glare is a good enough card to add in, and it doesn't exhaust, so it'll come back. So we have 500 gold. Oh my god. Guys, we've done it. Bottled Lightning Apotheosis. World's best combo. Whenever you draw or exhaust a curse, gain block. Shadow Cloak is really good, but not so much on the classic. Not so much on the heart, because the heart is statuses. What do we want out of Shadow Cloak? We only have 1 curse. We can exhaust it once. And we're not building a curse deck. We're kind of building a strike and a defend deck, which makes short fuse a little bit interesting. But I think we just want Clockwork Souvenir. We're not even really building a strength. Sorry, we're not really even building a strike defend deck. I just have a strike and a defend that get better off of fully loaded Showdown. Yanuni says this mod looks so fun. I would highly recommend it. Someone, let me actually alt tab here. It was Bubonic? Are they here? I don't remember saying hi. Galagrabito, Gourd Power, a lot of fruits and vegetables in chat. I don't know. I don't see him in chat. He was saying that he was having a hard time with the mod. His first combat would brick his PC. My PC refuses to turn off. I had to pull the plug. So that's very interesting. I'm sorry to hear that you're having problems. I had no problems. What I did was I went to the Steam store page, installed the main mod, the like 3 prerequisites that are listed on the right side of this page, and when you launch the game, it says, do you want to launch with mods? You say yes, you select all of the mods, you hit launch, it launches the game, and it worked. I never had any problems. So I'm sorry that anyone else is having problems with it. Short fuse is interesting. Costs less per strike or defend played. It'll also be made cheaper thanks to the idol. I kind of like it. Here's my problem with it though. If we play maintenance twice, the strikes are already better than this thing is. Maybe this is a skip. But we did spend a lot of good stuff at that store, and now we don't need to worry about upgrading because we're guaranteed to draw Apotheosis. As such, I actually think we rest. Unless there's anything that gets, any card that gets like an innate bonus, we would want to upgrade, but that's not this game. That's a different video game, I think. So I'm just gonna rest. I don't see a reason why not. Like, we literally don't need to worry about upgrades anymore. We spend 1 energy on turn 1 to upgrade our whole deck. Upgrade my deck. We don't need this. Gambit's a little early. I suppose we'll make you weak and then smack you. We should have mementoed before I hit you. Now I'll go get Shovel or Peace Pipe. What we would want is Fusion Hammer. Fusion Hammer would be literally perfect. The other one we would want is yeah, Shovel or Peace Pipe so we can do something at campfires. That's what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and draw. Go ahead and make you vulnerable. Draw more. I was looking for Showdown. We didn't get it, but that's fine. I will glare. I'm gonna take 1 damage, because I don't think it matters too much. And I think I'm just gonna strike, strike, strike. Like, we're not getting to Snapshot, and I want to save this so I can gain gold. Ornamental Fan, thank you! I accidentally made the right call. It doesn't kill you, but we also have no strikes and defends, so we might as well play it. I think we're gonna get enough block, so I think we want to power. Plated armor gold, defend. And then you might as well play it because it was free. Combo. Only a strike, huh? I mean, just hit him. But like, in theory, we could play a strike, bring it back, play it for free. Gain a decay. Gain 20 block, gain a decay. Manifest. Spray and pray. Shuffle a doubt into your draw pile. I mean, we do have the ability to exhaust curses with Covet and Malice. So a big block card is really not that bad. This will cost 1 most of the time. I also kind of like discard your hand, draw, but I think I can take a manifest. And you know what? I actually like the idea of the potion. Because we can gain permanent dexterity if we want. I think we'll probably prefer the strength though. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to gain the strength, then gain the dexterity, block. Heroic Bravado means we take none. We don't even really need to do this, but I'm gonna play it anyways. Kill the fat gremlin. We'll take 2. It's not none, it's not actually a buffer. Gambit will bring back a couple of strikes, so we should probably play a attack, if we have one. We don't. But we don't need manifest. Let's dunk on that. Deal damage to all enemies instead. That seems very good. Let's draw. Cost 1 less. So Malice will cost 1. Let's see how I want to do this. Showdown, strike. I mean, we're gonna draw 3 strikes. Okay, I think you memento and glare. I think you strike. Gambit, we bring back our strikes, and then we can just Showdown. Probably want to make sure that you die first, then Showdown. And they do count for Ornamental Fan, too. Arcatraz, welcome, how you doing? Why am I getting ads on Abe's stream? Freaking Twitch, man. Everyone gets ads. Bend, strike, scavenge. So we don't get scavenge back. That's what I wanted to test. I didn't anticipate that we would get it back because you could get infinite gold off of it, but I wanted to see. Draw all strikes and defends. Yes, because we need to do some damage. Strikes deal more damage, it means I can kill you in one card. I'm gonna take 1 damage. I thought it was gonna be 0. I forgot that you gain strength. So Malice will kill you. And then we can gain a bunch of block. Yeah, I think we just want to do that. Gain a bunch of block. Probably just, ooh, what the hell? Right! I can't play it though, because if I draw 2 cards, it'll be the leftmost card in my hand because I have to discard Vantage. But I think drawing 2 cards is nice because we can either get weakness or a glare in all likelihood. So let's dump it, keep the Vantage in case we don't draw anything. I was really hoping to draw this, but we can make you weak and still gain a lot of block. And it came back to, right. It always comes back. It came back to me. I mean, I suppose we will just... I don't want to make you vulnerable in this turn, but I will still hit you and get rid of a defend. We don't need Vantage in the deck anymore. That's a card that we should remove. Okay, you are dead. That was just a check to see if we actually get the card back with the dead on effect without having to trigger dead on. That's not how it works. No, it does specifically say you have to trigger it. So we got another heal, which we don't need, I think, because we're probably just going to be healing anyway since we have Apotheosis. Gain block, apply bruise to all enemies. It wears off at the end of turn, but it lets you do more damage on that turn. I think we just want another scavenge for plated armor and gold. Plated armor is a really nice effect to have. Letter opener is good, but I think we'll get better relics in the future. I would bank on getting better relics in the future. So again, we can either rest or smith. It's one of those weird situations, but I don't think you need. I don't think you need to smith. But like, I'm not gonna rest for 3. So if I'm not gonna rest for 3, you know, sure, I'll upgrade maintenance. Why not? Book of Stabbing. Hello. You're the one that I'm worried about. I think we don't care that much about combo. I don't think it's that particularly good. Because I'm not really triggering the dead on effect that much. I do think we want to play all strikes in your hand. And I think we do want to just manifest. We'll add a decay to the deck, but then we get to take no damage on this turn. Let's gain plated armor. I think I will maintenance. I think I will ghost. I think I will snapshot. Taking no damage. We're not doing that much, but we got our enablers out there, I think. I think we want to save Glare. We're gonna have a Gambit turn next turn. This is free. I mean, then you just play your hand. We're very slow against the Book of Stabbing, it seems. Random attacks from the discard to your hand, they cost 1 less. 3 random attacks. I think we want to make you weak. I think we want to scavenge. I think we want to gambit. Can't snapshot, unfortunately. Like, we can't gain good block out of the Deadeye. We'll get rid of Memento. And we're gonna take a very small amount of damage. It's gonna trigger Rugged. But Rugged didn't even save us any damage. We had 2 less block. I mean, you're dead. Literally, my strikes do it. Roundhouse kick Desperado. I like Desperado. I like the fact that it scales. I think we're gonna need something. I don't think we need high caliber. Deal damage, add a strike to your hand. But I really like Desperado for boss fights. Especially because it seems like we are getting through the deck relatively quickly. Roundhouse kick. Like, think about this boss fight. The torches will always attack. The boss will attack roughly 50% of the time. So this might stun the boss 50% of the time, and that's it. It's not bad. I just don't think it's particularly great. But, you know. Stabbing. Second floor elites all attack except for the Gremlin Leader. What about the third floor? Having an AoE for the third floor is not a terrible idea, I suppose. Act 4 elites as well. You know what? This could stun either Donu or Dekka and then make them both attack on the same turn, which seems like a miserable experience. And on Act 4, I guess maybe we could delay the heart by a turn, but I'm more interested in a Desperado. I really am. I think it's a better card. We just need a cheat, but unfortunately we haven't had one. Lose Fear Potion, lose gold, lose a Scavenge. I like Scavenge. Take my Fear Potion. Give me Tori. Tori is fantastic. Connie says, I wonder if combo would be too strong if it put the cards back in the middle. I think the answer is yes, it would be too strong. It seems insanely good. I wish I had more block, because we're gonna take a hit. We can reduce the damage to 2 by playing Bravado, but we're only taking 4. So I might just want to let this etherealize, and instead we can defend, Malice, and at least hit them both for 28. And we get to use the Vigor, which is nice, from Akabeko. And it's only 1 thanks to Tori anyway, so I think we played that one correctly. This is a not great turn. We buffed, but that's it. At least we're bypassing his Hex, which is great. We don't want Hex. I think we will. It's funny because I can combo and play Snapshot twice, but I only need to play it once, but I might as well play it because I have enough energy in my hand to play everything anyways. So it's combo, Glare, strike, Snapshot. You get Snapshot back, but I'm not going to play Snapshot. I'm going to play Desperado. How does that work? I don't know. It seemed okay. Scavenge is cheap, but I don't think I can play it, unfortunately, because we have to play 2 good blocks. This is on the outside of our hand. 1, 2, 3. No, we can play it. I think. Well, we can definitely play it because it was dead on and then it was added to our hand again. So we'll definitely scavenge. Okay. I wish it worked on that card so we could get infinity money. That's all I'm saying. So this is gonna be a showdown. In fact, I think we just want to covet, defend, draw 2, glare, load me. It's a good combo. Spray and Pray. Grudge. Deals damage for all curses. Gain block, all enemies lose strength, exhaust. Yeah, that's really good. This is permanent strength, not temporary. I think we'll add that for sure. And you know what? I would hate to die 6 HP dead, so let's heal. You know what? Really should have played the Memento. That was stupid not to. But hey, on the bright side, now we can play it with Malice and do damage to all enemies, right? Weaken you. Block. 21. Currently taking 2 damage. I mean, honestly, I think what you do is you gambit first, and then you count up your damage. We can do 27. We can do 39 damage exactly, I think. Which, the attacks by themselves meant that we took no damage, but now we're definitely taking none. I mean, honestly, it's very tempting to gain block, get rid of the curse, and then just do 20 damage to all enemies. It's not a fantastic turn, but I think it's fine. We opened up the ability to play a maintenance now. Combo's okay. Taking no damage. One torch head is still alive, unfortunately, but stop the weakness. I wish that they were all in order, but that's fine. Heals you. We should Memento. I'm neglecting doing that, but on this turn we might as well, because we're just gonna attack you with the remaining cards. 31. This is why you want to have a Heroic Bravado in your deck. So we're only taking 2 damage. We can't prevent all of the damage, so you might as well just let it come in. And then I could hit you for 11, or make you lose 2 strength and get this card out of my deck. I think I'd rather hit you for 11. I'd rather save that for when there's torch heads. And you know what? Rugged meant that we only took 1 thanks to Tori, so there you go. You want a maintenance. You know, it's still better block, and we're taking none. And Art of War gave us a little bit of extra energy too. Unfortunately, I don't have much to play, so let's... I don't want to discard anything, so I'm just gonna play Master of Strategy. I want Scavenge to be hit though. And playable so I can gain the gold. It's not, so now I gotta think, do I want to play a Desperado? I think we do, which means I think we'll still play Scavenge. But then I'll just glare Desperado, hit you for 72. If we make it through the deck one more time, that will kill you. Heroic Bravado stops the big hit with a defend. So we'll take 2, which is not 2, it's actually 1. You know what? You might as well play this, because we're gonna just play a snapshot. In fact, it's very tempting to just go for the boss, but I think we'll hit the minion. And it came back! Seekus Jr. says, Rugged Tory Tungsten Rod. Tungsten Rod is basically buffer, no? I guess, yeah, if you had all 3, you could essentially turn it into a buffer. It's a little expensive. This gets added to our hand again. So I think you Vantage, and then Strike, strike. Or you could just Vantage again for another 18 block. Yeah. I think we're still getting hit. No, we're exactly 0 damage. Desperado kills you. That's the whole point of having that card in the deck, because maintenance can only get your strikes up to a certain amount of power. First 4 playable cards drawn at the start of each turn costs 1 less. Why not? Why not? At the start of your turn, you can exhaust a card to gain 8 block. So these are both fantastic. Adapt gets statuses out of your deck, gets strikes and defends out of your deck, gets expensive cards out of your deck. It's 8 block every turn, basically. But Eternal Form just makes your hand so gosh darn cheap. It's freaking beautiful. I think I would like a Eternal Form, but I would like both. I would like a whole bunch of rare powers. And I got to admit, Cursed Key is not that bad. We are the Hermit. We can get rid of curses. We like strikes and defends. I don't think we want to transform them. So sure, I will take Cursed Key. It is very amusing to me that there is a character who is very good with Cursed Key. We are them. They are me. So we do not care about camps, we care about elites. There is a 1, 2, 3 path, a 1, 2 path here. Can't turn this into a 3 path, and a 3 path here. I also really want question marks. So I'm thinking about this like question, 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 question. 5 up this path. I like it. And we have meat on the bone. It doesn't matter if we take damage. We'll just heal in combat. No Fusion Hammer Sag. Fusion Hammer would have been the best one, yeah. Well, I think I'm just going to... This retains, so I'll keep it. Which means I'm not actually really doing anything with my turn, unfortunately, but, you know, we drew a very defensive first turn. And now we fully loaded Showdown, for sure. No vulnerability, thank you very much. Doesn't have to kill him, just has to bring him down low. That doesn't kill him. Now it does, but I want to get my gold first. And then we'll maintenance. With this much energy, I actually think that maybe we don't need Eternal Form. Maybe the other one would have been better. And I get the value of Quick Draw now because we actually are going to have a very cheap hand in all likelihood. But I really don't like drawing less on the next turn. This will also eat a artifact. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. But I don't think we need it, regardless. Remove a card from your deck. I will remove. We've added a lot of cards. Is there anything that we don't like? Yes, Vantage. We just literally do not need it. Literally basic blocks. Basic defends are not better because they block less, but fully loaded can draw them, which makes them a little bit more interesting at least. I'd like to go to a shop. So you know what, I will go the left path so I can hit this shop. We're gonna hit more campfires and less question marks, but I want the shop. I want the shop. Dead on. Memento. Strike. Ghosty. Ghosty. They're all weak forever. $24. I mean, Manifest basically gets us there. Manifest Snapshot gets us there, and then what are we gonna do? We're gonna play fully loaded? I don't think we need to. I kind of want to wait for the Showdown to show up. Segas Jr. says we can theoretically find something to do at campfires at the shop. True, true. I guess we'd rather attack the side guy first. You know, technically don't have enough block, so I'm gonna snapshot Gambit. Kinda hoping snapshot would be played in the middle of the hand, but hey, I forgot there's enough block. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna take 2, which is actually 1. Forgot about the curse, whatever. Scavenge is cheap. Our hand is cheap. I don't think we need Heroic Bravado, so I will draw 2. Scavenge is playable. I will draw 4. We've got Eternal Form. We play it, we're gonna have a very cheap and defensive next turn. I think we should, because we can just play Showdown to get enough block anyways. Now, do you think it'll play these on this Darkling Duck? Nope. It will accept a new target for the attacks, which is great. All right, now we got a just free hand. I will play Flash Powder, and we're gonna play nothing else. No, we should play a Malice. Why not? Just dump a defend. Malice will still be able to thin up your deck over the course of a long fight and get to Desperado faster. The strikes are there for the early portion of a fight, the Desperado for later, I think. Okay, get rid of Decay. Ghostly Presence is playable. It'll come back in your, play this, then Scavenge, then Ghost. We do need to play a Desperado. Do I want to glare you? I think so. Then I can kill you, play this again. Could fully load it and draw 1 attack, but let's save it. So that turn worked fine, but we had a bunch of draw. Maintenance. I think this is a good fully loaded because we just have so many cards. Or rather, energy. Like, we want to play a lot more cards. So this guy's not yet dead. We're not killing the Darkling as fast as I would like, but it's hard sometimes. You gotta kill him at the same time. We did draw Ghostly Presence again. Do I want to make them vulnerable? I think the answer is yes, because we're gonna gain an absurd amount of block on this turn. Play, play, play. And then double, double. Play, play, play. We can play Ghostly Presence 3 times. And now I'm seeing a bit of a synergy between combo and Power Eternal, because Power Eternal giving us so much energy means we can choose to play our Dead On card multiple times at the end of our turn, because we're only going to have 1 or 2 cards in our hand in all likelihood. It's actually working rather well. On this turn, I don't know what to play, honestly. I think I'll just defend. And then exhaust Covet, because next turn with 5 attacks being drawn, basically, we're gonna kill him. Okay, took a while, but we took no damage. Do we want a second Desperado? I think it would work. I think we need another attack added to the deck. So I'm gonna add it. Deck is looking a little thick though, but I like it. I don't think we're gonna get to use Heroic Bravado on the second enemy. I think it's gonna be wasted on the first enemy. Defend, glare, he'll do like 12 damage. Try a potion. If fatal, permanently reduce the card's cost by 1. This is a fun card, but I've never seen it. I've never actually had it show up. The next dead-on card played while concentrated triggers its effect regardless of position, wears off at the end of your turn. I've never seen concentrate on this run. I've seen it before, but not on this run. I think we'll just take a short fuse. And then the question is, can I actually get a kill with it? I think we can. Yeah, so I like this because what it means is that Heroic Bravado will actually stop this incoming damage. We'll take 1. So the potion worked. And Eternal Form is cheaper. I forgot that it would work on the idol, make it a little bit more playable. I think I can probably kill you. We have a lot of strikes and defense. So I'm going to glare you, draw, fire. So they are random. They're not going to target one enemy until they're dead. They will randomly target every enemy, which is interesting. Alice is 0. That's very good. Clearly we have no strikes in the drop, but you're dead anyways. Do I have that in my, no, that was from the power potion, or attack potion, not power potion. I don't think we need 2 of these. I don't think we need anything. We'll go to the shop, 500 gold. Upgrades, and orrery. Apply bruise to all enemies. Bruise does not wear off this turn. Your next dead-on effect triggers twice. Concentrate your next dead-on triggers twice. I like that. I like that a lot. I think we will remove a card, probably. What would we like to remove? You know what? We probably don't need Malice anymore. Do we really need to do damage to all enemies now for 2 energy? I think that's a little excessive. We needed it early. Well, I mean, if we fight Reptomancer, we would like to have it. But I like our deck as is, and I don't think we need it. But it is very good for that fight very specifically, so maybe we'll keep it in. I think we might get rid of Manifest. And the reason is simple. We're playing Ghostly Presence multiple times per turn, and every time we play Maintenance, we gain Dexterity, which makes Ghostly Presence begin to be very much better than Manifest. We could remove a Defend. If we have a defensive deck, that's not a bad idea. You know, yeah, I want to keep them because of Fully Loaded, but we prefer this to just draw strikes, I suppose. Let's remove a Defend. We'll buy Fruit Juice. I will buy Snipe, because it's very interesting with our power and dead-ons being easier to play, really. Go ahead and just drink that. Don't drink it now, drink it later. Yeah, whatever, I know. Then thinking ahead, maybe? You have no attacks in your hand, draw cards. I can take a thinking ahead, I think. Because thinking ahead, it's gonna be upgraded immediately. It's Reptomancer! At least we have a Memento in hand. And Malice, so what do I know? Immediately pays for itself. Scavenge. Snipe is useless. It doesn't retain. At least we have Heroic Bravado, which saves us the damage from this turn. Actually, I can kill the dagger. No way I'm going to exhaust Desperado. It's already doing 48 damage. So combo means Snapshot is the easy play, because we gain block. It'll come back to our hand, and then we can play Ghostly Presence, or we can strike Ghostly Presence. But I think I want an attack twice. Now we are doing enough damage. Give me a scavenge. And you know what? Lose strength. We should have played Thinking Ahead. I did forget about that one. You know what? Just to make sure we draw Eternal Form next turn, I kind of like the fully loaded Showdown. But if we covet, we can guarantee fully loaded Showdown for the turn when there's going to be a dagger. So I think we covet. Drop the defend. And you know what? I think that actually worked very well because we did get our power out there now. Bum, 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 bum. So 3. Free. Draw. Showdown. We don't really need the energy anymore because of the fact that we have an exceptionally cheap hand. Still good though. Put a card from your draw pile. Sorry, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. What do we want next turn? Probably probably Malice. You know what? You're dead on this turn. It doesn't matter. That's Desperado for you. Shuriken. Hey, finally we have some strength scaling. I think we can definitely use another maintenance or scavenge. We have 2 scavenges already. It's a great card. Plated armor is fantastic, but more scaling is nice, and this is going to be cheap a lot of the time it's drawn. We need more draw in the deck, weirdly enough. I have nothing to do at campfires, so you know what? Let's get into some combat. Okay, a little scary. Well, you know what? Just give me the defend next turn, because we gotta kind of go all out right now. I'm worried about this guy, as you should always be. But we have Heroic Bravado, which will hopefully keep us alive. Well, it's going to be played immediately. I really want to get Snapshot with combo, but we don't have... I can bring it back into hand, but I can only play this once if I play my entire hand. So like, what do I play on this turn? I guess we should play Master of Strategy. And then I think we want to probably covet a Malice, because it's just a little too expensive. Strike is better, better energy. Fully loaded will draw a bunch of strikes. And it's good damage. I think I want Eternal Form and then 3 strikes. We need to get that power out there so we can stop taking so much damage against this guy. This is a scary fight, admittedly. This guy's a bit of a jerk. Get rid of manifests. Let's retain this. Dun-dun-dun. Seagus Jr. says, I've never had troubles with this guy. With Transient, it really just depends. If you have a block-heavy deck, this guy can be very annoying to deal with. Probably discard Malice and draw 2. Well, I mean... still hit you. Like, we just barely have enough block. Not barely, but we have enough block. We took a little damage, but that's fine. Gain 1 rugged from the potion. Reduce each of your debuffs by 2. Virtue is insanely great. I will 100% take that card in basically any deck. Well, this is a not fantastic turn, but at least we get his strength down. We do have a combo, so we want to combo Ghostly Presence if we can. We will still play Scavenge. Draw 2, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Please put a strike on top of my draw pile. Then, I think we'll play Memento, which allows me to get multiple stacks of weakness on him. I thought we had one more. Oh, you know what? The Scavenge, it counted for combo card, but it didn't come back to our hand. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. So I think on this turn we will actually manifest Malice. Gain a bit more block. Maybe we should have considered snapshotting multiple times, but it was unnecessary. Probably draw. Yeah. And we already have 10 block. We're already taking no damage. So you know what I think you do? Desperado. Although we're not going to draw them. A maintenance would have just upgraded a strike, though. I don't know. We're only going to draw Virtue. I still think you'd do it, especially because we have fully loaded. Okay, so I understand this turn completely. Draw 2 cards. Draw all strikes and defends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw. Okay. 10, 20, 30 block. Taking no damage. We got a good deck. It's a little slow, admittedly, for sure. Card from your hand on top of your draw pile. We need Gambit for this turn because it'll make Snapshot be in the middle. But it's only gonna do 1 damage. I guess you'll take the Snipe next turn. Strike. Yeah, I think you want to Gambit. Gain 1 block. Strike. Gain Ornamental Fan. And then we have no debuff, so don't even play Virtue. We're taking no damage, only barely thanks to that plated armor, though. How are you not dead yet? Like, could you just die, please? We're gonna lose Rugged and a plated armor and take 1 damage. And you're still not dead, are you kidding me? Okay, dump it. You might as well play it. 1, 2, 3. Being able to play that 3 times in a turn, thanks to the combo, is really good. Now you're dead. Oh my god. I am basically waiting for Desperado to come back over and over again, but it's working. Choose a card, it costs 0, discard the rest of your hand. I get it, but I think we want Called Shot, because I'm thinking about it, and if we combo, we can actually use this to draw, and we have too much energy once we play our power. So I actually think Called Shot could work, could, not can, not will, but could. Bag of Prep is very good. And I guess we will rest. Lose a strike, a manifest, or a combo. You can take 1 strike. Remove all curses. Why wouldn't we remove our curse? We don't get any more points for having it in the deck. Apotheosis. Give me a maintenance. on top of your draw pile. I think Showdown into a Gambit would be very good next turn. So on this turn, I will just defend. Memento, strike, Desperado. Because we have Glare, Showdown, Gambit, strikes in hand. We can have a very good turn this turn. Strike, Desperado. I wanna play Gambit for the Desperado, honestly. So I think we will play Glare. Yeah, maintenance. I think we're not gonna play Master of Strategy. Play this, and then this. I don't want to draw through Eternal Form. We had a pretty good turn that turn. Your next dead-on effect triggers twice. I can make you very weak, or I could give myself a lot of gold. I guess I will give myself a lot of gold, because we're gonna play this anyways. Twice. Slow turn. There's my Eternal Form. We're also not gonna take damage. It'll come back. Okay. Why are you still here? Probably, yeah, I was gonna say we're probably gonna draw a Rugged. And then this, with Dead On, draws attacks, deals damage, and then also comes back into our hand because it's a Dead On. This is kind of what I'm looking for. So I think we will. We're not weak. We're not weak. I think we will Bravado. Dead On draw. Oh look. Covet. Discard Malice. Draw. Did it not draw? Am I losing my mind? I guess we'll keep our Rugged. Draw? It's just not drawing any cards. Excuse me? Oh, right. Okay, I get it. Ah. I understand. It's trying to draw from the draw pile, but it's not shuffling to make it draw 2 attacks. There's nothing to draw, so it's not drawing. I understand. I thought it would shuffle, but it's not. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Just a little interesting. Snapshot costs 1 when it comes back in hand. I was interested in that. I think I will fully loaded. No, why not? Why do that? Why not just play this for free? Play this to weaken him, and then we get another snapshot. Now I have excess energy, so let's do it. Get better cards in your draw pile to draw. What do we want next turn? I think we want Manifest next turn, because this turn our hand is in our hand. We'll take 1 damage, lose 1 plate in armor, lose 1 rugged. Now this can draw 2 attacks. It'll draw Malice and Desperado. Desperado does 48 damage, which will be increased if we're cursed. I think we want a Memento Virtue. And your next Dead On effect triggers twice, will not trigger to draw because there's nothing to draw. We got it. But, additional but though, if we draw, we can covet drop a Malice, Glare Master, then Snipe Called Shot, and then it'll draw more. Or I could just hit you with a Desperado. Actually, I can't Snipe Call Shot you because it's not gonna be in the middle of my hand. But in theory, you could Snipe Called Shot, it'll draw 4 attacks, but whatever. Strike Dummy, strikes do more damage. It's not bad. Whenever a debuff is applied, gains strength. Coalescence, I really like. Constant retain, although it's not going to be constant, but I do kind of like it to hold cards for a future turn. Deal damage and apply bruise to all enemies, gain 1 less energy next turn. Not huge. Like, I'm looking at determination. On this fight, we don't get debuffed at all. On the heart, we get 3 debuffs. So this will give us 3 strength. 3 strength for 1 energy, is that worth it? I think because we're relying on maintenance and Desperado, I don't think 3 strength really matters. Board power is correct. Snipe concentrates. I completely forgot about that. Thank you. But I still kind of like a Coalescence. The ability to retain cards, especially if you can retain them in a specific order, would be nice. I think we can add that. We got Rugged, a Power Potion, and a Dex Potion. I think that's good. Well, at least Eternal Form is cheap on this turn. Not a big fan of the turn. Is damage equal to your hand size, you know? Here's the thing. If I kill you, I can play Eternal Form and take 1 damage. I think that's okay. We have to rest anyways. So then give me a Dead On. Right, it didn't get doubled. That makes a lot of sense, actually. What do we want next turn? Probably a Virtue, because I want to play 3 attacks to gain the block. Although, I suppose we'll probably just kill you anyways, without needing 3 attacks. Or sorry, without needing the extra block, but you know, it stops his damage. Virtue will remove not all of the frailty, but part of it. I think we do want to Gambit. Let's defend, Virtue, draw, strike, load. I'm just looking for a defend, basically. Defend. Desperado. Showdown. Malice. Wow. That's actually a lot of damage there. Ethereal. Gain block, add a Impending Doom to your hand. At the end of your turn, deal damage to everyone if dead on. I don't think we need Midnight. I like it because it's a good block, and it also does damage to the enemies and to you. We don't need it. Kind of like Dive, it is a repeatable plated armor, but I think if we have to rely on this on the heart fight, something's wrong. That something being, we're gonna die. Because we really need Desperado to be shuffled like 3 times and then get the kill, and if we can't kill the heart by then, we're screwed. So, Apotheosis. I think I will just play Memento to purge or start purging Artifact. We all have Artifact. We have a good snapshot for block, which I like. I'm just gonna play Flash Powder to remove your Artifact. strike you. I will draw and discard. I will, I could retain or draw, but I really don't want to draw through anything good. So I think I'm just gonna attack you and not worry about Coalesce. Yeah. Don't want to really retain anything on that turn, because we really are looking for Eternal Form. I will make you weak. I will gain plated armor. We're gonna take, we're gonna take some damage. We're gonna lose 2 plated armor. We're only gonna take 1 from Tori and then 9 though, so we only took 10. Snipe. Dead on triggers twice, so we can gain 20 gold. It's not bad. It's not. Dude, I love that Desperado synergy. We got nothing else to do, so. Plus 20 gold, fantastic. We're also gonna take a huge freaking hit on this turn. Maybe we should have popped a power potion. We're not really super well suited for Donu Deka, but I'm also waiting for my combo, and there it is. So now they're all weak forever. Draw 2 attacks. It'll draw 0. It'll come back into our hand though, and it is still probably worth playing. Do we need the block? Yeah, we do. Also allows us to call shot and then call shot. Keep the Showdown, because we're gonna fully load on this turn. It took us a while to draw the fully loaded. Definitely maintenance, thinking ahead. Well, we don't need Virtue on this turn, and we need strikes and defense, so load up. You're still not dead, huh? You're so close. You're not gonna buff your friend again. I will be able to kill you before that happens, hopefully. Wow, look at the draw. At least we are gonna kill you. And hey, we're only taking 14 damage. 15 damage on this turn. No, I must have had 2 rugged. That was a surprise. Well. I guess Snapshot will come back to us. It came back to me. I don't think we're gonna die. Donu Deka has showed me though that we possibly have some deck construction that could be a little bit better. Retain up to 3 cards this turn. We don't have to decide now. I think I will covet. Discard Virtue. We don't need Glare. So I will retain these cards. Maybe not the right order to retain them in, honestly, but that's fine. We really need to gain block on this turn? Not really. What else are we gonna do, though? I guess draw attacks would help. And then Desperado does 153 damage. So we need... A thinner deck would be nice with the Desperado synergies. With the synergy just being Gambit makes us draw it again. We can play it twice, and then when we shuffle, it's already been played multiple times. Hey, you know, just forgive my thick decks. I gotta learn how to play as this character. Tree Jam says this isn't Downfall. This is Downfall. The Downfall mode has you descending the tower playing as the bosses. This is a new character for the main game mode of ascending the spire and killing the heart. So we're playing the hermit, which means we're ascending the spire to kill the heart. That's how it works. Deal damage, deal double damage. Discard a card. Run less next turn. I guess impatience is tempting because it can allow you to get a lot of draw. If you have no attacks in hand. Oh goody, it's a Spear Bros. Yeah, we haven't fought them in a while, have we? I guess we could just get max health. Okay, well, can we afford all three of these? 154, 125, 275. And we can't afford all three. Are we okay without a patience? What are we gonna remove? A strike? What is worth removing? You know, maybe now we can remove Malice and say, you know, we don't really need it. It's not a good enough attack, especially because it costs 2. And then just give me the, well, I am leaning towards impatience, because we really do want to be able to play our attacks, then draw a whole bunch. Yeah, give me impatience. Okay. Hello, friends. I like Coalesce. Manifest is good block. Start with the Apotheosis. Glare will apply weakness. We probably want to do that for the next turn. Do we want to pop a potion? I'd rather save them for the next combat. And we have Pentagraph, so if we take damage, it's not that important. Let's Purge. Let us... If I strike, I can draw. This is why I wanted the card. I wanted it for freaking draw. Thorns, I really like our potions. Rugged can save us from the big hit that's doing 60. A power potion can be anything, and the dexterity is permanent with our artifact, so that's why I save these potions. Thorns is good, but this is a good suite of potions. You know, I actually think I'm not going to attack draw. I think we'll retain this. I think I like maintenance, and then just... like a Coalesce Manifest. Because then we can retain these. Maybe even dump the strike so we can get more draw. And now you're only hitting for 30. That's not too bad. Weaken you. This is a funny one, but we can combo snipe Call Shot to get good draw. Combo snipe. We don't even need snipe for this, but I'm kind of hoping that we can draw Snapshot. Showdown's good, and it gives us block. I really want to get that Desperado though, but we'll take a small amount of damage. Not too much. Do need to turn around. Fully loaded. Fully loaded will draw us defends. Do we have bad stats? No. Snapshot's not going to do too much on this turn, unfortunately. I mean, it'll come back at least, but it's not doing anything. I guess I will fully loaded so we can get more blocks for this turn. Since we were gonna take like 20. Finally. Scavenge. 3 random attacks. This'll work. Scavenge. Bravado. Still taking damage, but we're doing damage. I mean, we're going to be relying on Pantograph to heal us for the boss fight, which is fine. And it's actually less damage than I thought because of the fact that we had Tori. Thank you, Tori. You're dead. Let's make you weak for 1 turn. And then put that on our draw pile. Don't really want to draw. I like our hand. Could have played Glare. It would have just kept the vulnerability for 1 more turn. I'm gonna play a strike, a block. We're currently taking 1 damage thanks to Tori, so I think we will glare. Should have glared first, obviously. But we get some draw, we get another Desperado, and you're dead. Mummified hand. Actually pretty good. Do we want a boss potion? Boss cards. Weakness and vulnerability. Every 12 cards gives you strength. Invincibility. But we have invincibility. It's called rugged. I don't think we want this. I think we're fine, but this is very tempting. Reduce the cost, add a strike, repeat for each dead-on effect this turn. Like, I'm thinking about the boss potions and I'm like, there's not really any boss potion that I care about, I think. Invincible, but again, we have rugged. We could just block one of the big hits. Yeah, like, I don't see this being important. Ward power with a good tip that I would have forgotten about. Make sure you remember to pop the power potion before you play Apotheosis. That way it gets upgraded. Thank you for that reminder. Gain energy. Draw cards. Whenever you end your turn with 0 energy, lose 4 HP. If we upgrade this and virtue it, we can remove it to 0. Determination gives us strength, adapt gives us block. I think this is a clear adapt situation. We can get rid of statuses, thin out the deck so we get to Desperado, gain block on the free. I think this is an easy pick. Overwhelming power will allow us to draw into better cards, but I think this is just what we want. We did have Virtue in hand, so we could have played Overwhelming Power, but Apotheosis also makes us cheaper, which is not that important. But we'll still play it. And Virtue means that we can remove all of the debuffs that he's going to give us next turn, which means we should probably just pop Dexterity now. Glare we'll hold on to. Memento we might as well play because we're not going to be vulnerable next turn, I don't think. Then we can Called Shot draw. Gives us a Desperado back, which is nice. I mean, I kind of love this, actually. We got rid of a lot of attacks from the draw pile and we played both Desperados. That's kind of perfect because it means Gambit can hit them and yeah, Virtue will work on this turn. And now we're drawing better cards that we want. We probably don't need Showdown. Should we exhaust it? I think we can. Don't quite have the energy I would like, but that's okay. Glare, Virtue, Maintenance. You know, if I Maintenance, we can play Manifest and take no damage. I really had to think about it, but I think that's perfect. I mean, we were able to have his damage from 60 to 30 on that turn. That's pretty good. Please get rid of a burn. I think I'm gonna discard the strike, which I like because it means that we can get more draw. Flash Powder is better later. We can Ghostly Presence with Snipe. And then we should just play Scavenge for the plated armor. We don't need the gold. We should make you weaker for longer, but I can't. That's fine. You're still weak for 4 turns. Taking no damage. We're not doing that much, but that's okay. We're basically just waiting to shuffle and get back to Desperado. Get rid of the wound. Draw. Put this on top of your... Actually, put the slime on top so you can guaranteed get rid... Well, maybe you just want to play it for energy. You know, save the... defend. If our turn sucks, let's just get rid of the slime. So not a great turn, for sure. We could also fully loaded, but because we have Master of Strategy, we can guarantee draw all of those defends anyways. This is gonna be one huge turn. I think we'll get rid of a defend. We'll Gambit. We'll draw. Really wish we didn't draw Desperado on this turn. We want to draw it with Power Eternal and the Idol. But what we could do is Maintenance, Defend, Scavenge. I mean, if I okay, I think we Scavenge, Desperado, Defend, fully loaded Defend. Then we take 0 damage, almost took 2, I forgot about the curse. But we get the Desperado out there. I like it. We want this, we want this, we want this. What do we not want? Kinda don't want Memento. Covet. I would like to have some draw. So let's draw. Let's draw 2 and put this on our draw pile. Then we can Convalescence. Glare. It's not going to apply vulnerability anyways, but you can Snapshot. Snipe. Snapshot. Get Desperado out. Do we want to draw? What was on our draw pile? Virtue? I guess we might as well, right? That way we can just retain it and then not draw it in the future, and then we can just retain them anyways. We do want to play Flash Powder to remove the strength. What do we not want? Probably don't need Manifest anymore, adding curses constantly, although we can discard the curses, kind of. I would like to draw since you're not attacking. Definitely play Maintenance, definitely play a Glare, definitely draw. Draw! Then let's make you weak for longer. Hit you, hit you. Actually, this is gonna draw Desperados and they're not gonna be playable. So you know what? Don't play this. Purge your strength. Then play nothing. We really need the Desperados to be playable. If they're not playable, we are screwed. So I like this turn. You know what? We don't need Virtue anymore. We have no debuffs in the deck. I think we'll dump that. Then, smack him. Smack him. 53. Next time the Desperados come around, I think we're killing the boss. Minus this one, because I can't play it this turn. I can hold it in hand, though. I can hold it in hand. And we're going to take damage, but we have one rugged already. Might as well get rid of the curse. Unblocked damage. I don't know if rugged is going to hit the beat of death, but we're gonna play this anyways. And actually, you know what? We're not gonna take any damage regardless, because I can just play defend. We'll retain these. Desperado will probably be made cheaper. We might be able to play the maintenance, but I don't want maintenance to shuffle regardless. I don't want to exhaust it, though. It is still a good card. What do we want to exhaust? Not really anything. You know what? We can't play Desperado. You're attacking. My bad. Suppose we could dump a Thinking Ahead. You know what? Maybe we do want to dump a Maintenance. Do we have two? We do. You know what? Sure. Get rid of one of them. We can snipe Snapshot too. And you know what? We can actually, well, okay, we should put Desperado on top of the draw pile, but not draw. Because then we can gain a bunch of block, snipe Snapshot, attack you, attack you, attack you. We know we're gonna draw Desperado and it's gonna be two cheaper. And we have Glare, that's fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I can't play both Desperados. I can hold one of them though. And that means you're dead. So dump the maintenance. You're actually dead. Just hold this one. It'll cost 3 energy because it's gonna get hit by the idol. We can just dump a strike and you're dead. If you can survive like, 3 shuffles on the heart fight, those Desperados will get the job done. It's why I like the card so much. It doesn't take too many doublings before it gets a kill, and if you have cards that make cards cheaper, you can combo into being able to play the Desperado. I hate that you don't get all the unlocks. Cursed Weapon, we've seen this card before, now we get to actually look at it. Lose 4 health, deal 4 damage, this card permanently gains 3 damage exhaust. Very interesting. If you have a way of healing, like Meat on the Bone, this could be absurdly powerful. Black Wind, deal damage equal to your missing health. Bit of a synergy there with lowering your health, and I anticipated that there would be one off of another card. I have never seen this card before, but it makes sense. And then Purgatory, deal damage to all enemies. Ethereal, 3 energy. Expensive cards. This one doesn't really fit the theme of missing health though, but it's just a rare AoE card. Dun, 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 dun. Didn't even have to use the Rugged Potion. We didn't even take damage. We took damage from like Beat of Death, and then that was it. And our own curses. Anyways, good run. I can't quite say that this was a guaranteed victory or anything off of our own deck construction. Apotheosis certainly made it easy because we didn't have to upgrade anything. But I think that if you have, maintenance, blocks, and then a couple of weakness enablers and Desperados, you'll be fine. Because the Desperados, especially on the heart fight where you're just putting up a lot of block, Desperados will get the job done even if they cost 4 energy. I mean, 12, 24, 48, 96. It doesn't take too many 96s to kill the boss. Although you do need Eternal form to help make it playable, so you can play blocks and then Desperado when it shows up. That's why I really like Cheat. We never saw a copy of that card on this run, but Cheat is so good in the Desperado build because it can play it for free. Same thing with Maintenance, and these cards do scale being made more expensive. So does Heroic Bravado. It's an interesting card. You know, it's cheap initially, and it gets way more expensive as time goes on. But in theory, you're gonna have your deck out there at that point in time. You're gonna have your energy, you're gonna have your cheats, you're gonna thin out your deck a little bit, and then it's gonna be easier, excuse me, it's gonna be easier to play these expensive cards. But man, Desperado is such a good card. It is absurdly great. And here's the best thing about it. The energy does not double, the damage does. So 12 for 1, 24 for 2, 48 for 3, 96 for 4, and then 192 for 5. Yeah, it's hard to play a 5 energy card, but if you can. Good run for those of you on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.